We didn't talk about the house for weeks, not because we were scared, okay, mostly because we were scared, but also because saying it out loud made it feel real again. Like the house was listening, like it might clear its throat and say, "Miss me." Farhan went back to the city with us. He avoided village calls, ignored relatives, and changed the subject whenever someone mentioned his grandfather's home. The house had gone silent, or so we thought. It started with a phone call at 2:17 a.m. Farhan's phone rang. He didn't answer. It rang again, third time. "Who keeps calling at this time?" He muttered, half asleep. He finally picked up. "Hello." We heard silence. Then a soft humming, the same humming. Farhan's face drained of color. "Hello," he whispered. The humming stopped. The call disconnected. Sam sat straight up. "That better be your ringtone." Farhan stared at his phone. "The number, it's the village landline." Bilal laughed nervously. "Relax, probably crossed wires. Jin Wi-Fi again." But none of us slept after that. That night, I dreamed of the house, only it wasn't abandoned. The walls were clean. Lamps glowed warmly. The air smelled like paratha and old wood. I stood in the living room. The rocking chair moved gently. Then I heard a voice behind me. "You left too quickly." I turned. The grandmother stood there, not glowing, not transparent. Solid, real. Her eyes were sad. "This house doesn't sleep anymore," she said. I woke up screaming. Two days later, Farhan got another call. This time, it was from the village caretaker, Beta. The man said shakily, "The house, it's not right." Farhan swallowed. "What happened?" "The lights turn on by themselves, doors open, and at night footsteps." My stomach dropped. But that's not the worst part, the caretaker continued. "People hear voices, calling their names." Sam leaned in. "Do they offer food?" "No," the man said. "They ask people to stay." The line went dead. Yes, I know. Every horror movie ever made is screaming at this point. Don't go back. But Farhan looked broken. "They were peaceful," he said. "They promised to rest." Bilal crossed his arms. "Spirits don't lie. Houses do." So we packed up and returned. Again. The moment we stepped through the gate, I knew something was wrong. The air felt heavy, thick, like breathing through memories that weren't ours. The tube light flickered, but this time it stayed on. The front door was open. "We locked it last time," Farhan whispered. Inside, the house felt crowded, not with people, with presence. The walls creaked, not from age, but from movement. Sam whispered, "I feel like the house is watching us." As if on cue, the rocking chair began to move. Faster, harder. "Nope," Bilal said. "That chair is angry." We heard a sound we hadn't heard before, a door slamming, from the back of the house. There was no room there. Farhan said slowly. But there it was, a door where none had existed, painted black, breathing, yes, breathing. Each inhale made the wood stretch. Each exhale made the handle twitch. "This is not Grandma," I said. Sam nodded. "Grandmas don't install new rooms." Bilal, being Bilal, placed his ear against the wall. He froze. "There are whispers," he said. Not one voice, many. The door opened. Inside was darkness, thick and endless. Then something spoke, not loud, not angry, just hungry. "You woke us." The temperature dropped instantly. Farhan stepped back. We didn't mean to. The voice laughed. We waited. "You left the house empty, lonely. That is when we move in." I realized then the grandparents had been guardians. Their presence kept something else away. And when they left, the house didn't stay empty. The lights exploded, glass shattered, the door slammed shut behind us. The black room expanded, swallowing the hallway. Whispers turned into screams. "Stay." The voices demanded. "Live here. Never leave." The walls began to bleed shadows. Sam screamed, I take it back, I don't want Paratha. Then Farhan fell to his knees, his eyes rolled back. His voice changed, deep, layered. This house is mine now. The humming returned, soft, powerful. The shadows recoiled. Light filled the room. The grandmother appeared glowing brighter than before. You are not welcome, she said calmly. The grandfather stood beside her, eyes fierce. This house was built with love, he said. Not hunger. The dark room screamed, the walls cracked, the black door splintered. The shadows tried to grab Farhan, but the grandmother placed her hand on his forehead. Let him go. With a final howl, the darkness collapsed inward. The room vanished. The house went silent. Farhan collapsed into my arms. The grandparents turned to us. We stayed longer than we should have. The grandfather said, Our love protected this place, but now, the grandmother added, it needs the living. She looked at Farhan. Sell the house, fill it with voices, children, laughter. Farhan nodded through tears. The spirits smiled. And faded for good this time. The house was sold. A family moved in. Children laughed in the yard. No footsteps, no whispers, no humming. But sometimes, on quiet mornings, the smell of fresh paratha drifts through the air. Sam still refuses to eat village food. Bilal still blames Jinn Wi-Fi, and Farhan, he sleeps peacefully now. As for me, if a house ever invites me to stay again, I'm booking a hotel. Far away.